Dear students, today we are going to start our course on complex variable. Let us start with complex number. Complex number is an ordered pair of x and y. X and y both are real. So z can be written as x comma y. For example, 3 comma 4. And z equal to 3 comma 4 means z is equal to 3 plus 4 iota. First part is called real z and second part is called imaginary z. Now complex plane. Suppose we have a coordinate system. This is horizontal axis is real axis and the vertical axis is imaginary axis. If a point P here whose coordinates are x comma y represent a point a complex number z equal to x plus iota y, then this plane is called complex plane. Okay, in a plane in which we can represent complex number by a point is called complex plane. Next is polar form of complex number. Suppose we have a complex plane and point represent complex number, and in coordinates is in Cartesian coordinate this point coordinates are x and z, and in polar coordinates are r and theta, and relationship between these polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinates are given by these two equation. And complex number z will be equal to x plus iota y. Substituting value of x and y here, we get this, and from this equation we get r e raised to iota theta by using these relations. Now this point represent a complex number z, and in polar system it is represented by polar coordinate system, and this z point is represented by r e raised to iota theta, and in Cartesian coordinate this point is represented by x plus iota y. This point represent this z. Now r is called absolute value or modulus of z. So r is equal to x square plus y square under root, or equal to z star under root. Z star is complex conjugate of z. If z is 3 plus 4 iota, then z star will be 3 minus 4 iota. This is called complex conjugate of this z. Here we have replaced plus iota with minus iota, and from these two relation we can find out value of theta, and theta will be equal to tangent inverse or arctan y upon x, because from here tan theta is equal to y upon x. So we can find out theta. Theta is called argument of z. All angle are measured in radians. Radian is a unit of angle, and positive in counter clockwise direction. An angle are taken positive by convention along counterclockwise direction. Next is complex function. If S is a set of complex numbers, then if function f defined on S is a rule that assigns to every z in S a complex number w, a value of f at z, w is f of z. For example, for every z f1z is equal to z square plus 4z, then this function is called, function of z. And another example of function of z or complex function is fz equal to log of z. Third example is fz is equal to z square e raised to z plus 1. There are so many examples we can have. Now using z is equal to x plus iota y, we can write fz in form of u plus iota v. Suppose here we substitute z plus iota y, z equal to x plus iota y. So fz will be equal to x plus iota y square plus 4x plus iota y. So after solving it, we will get x square minus y square plus 2x y iota plus 4x plus 4y iota, and this will be further equal to x square minus y square plus 4x plus iota 2x y plus 4y. So we have separated terms without iota and with iota. So this part is u and this part is v. So we can write fz as u plus iota v. Next is derivative of complex function. So derivative of a complex function f at any point z0 is written f dash z0, and it is defined by f dash z0 equal to limit delta z approach to 0 f z0 plus delta z minus f z0 upon delta z, and function f is called differentiable if this limit exists. And if we substitute z0 plus delta z equal to z, so this relation can be written as this. So in complex plane, z can approach to z0 from many directions. Suppose this is a complex plane. Suppose this is a complex plane. Here this point is z0. So this z0 point can be approached from many directions. So this limit delta z approach to z0 f z0 plus delta z minus f z0 upon delta z, this limit will exist only if its value is independent of the direction of approach. Whether we approach from this direction or we approach from this direction, its value must be unique. So its value must be independent of direction of approach. So this was all about derivative of a complex function.